Hello, beautiful souls. I'm back. It's been a while. I've been going through the dark night of the soul experience. I don't know if you know about this, but as an empath and a feeler and healer on this planet, I don't know if you resonate with that, but I have felt all of the past experiences, traumas, generational traumas. We are born on this planet to now on this planet in this great awakening moment of the great purging, the great cleansing, let's say, for a reason. And as an empath, we are the new human blueprint. And I certainly didn't feel that a while ago. I felt like I was an anomaly. I felt that I was the odd one out, that I didn't fit in, that I could never, I was a black sheep of the family or the black sheep of society, not abiding by the rules, living quite different from everybody else, feeling like I would take on other people's energies, or I didn't even know what that meant initially. So I'm here try and help people go through this process a little bit more gracefully than perhaps they could without help. It is inevitable that it's going to happen. Why? Because it's the great purging moment, the light versus dark. It's the spiritual war. I don't even like the word war because it conjures up negativity and fear, but this is not a fear based channel at all. This is about breaking through the limits of our societal baggage, pulling us down, not allowing us to fly. It's about bringing, um, showing people their gifts as empaths. I wish that I had been told this when I was in my struggles, my physical struggles, my emotional struggles. So I'm just here now to uh, help people, guide people, as a um, coach, as a way shower, as a path shower, as a guidance system, a light, so that people can find their way through this really quite difficult, underground caves, what's called that dark night of the soul awakening experience. Yes, that was my uh, first first video in a while. So yes, I'm just getting back into it again. Showing up here authentically, vulnerably. It's been a ride, guys. It's been a ride, and you probably feel it as well if you are an empath, which you probably are when you're coming to my channel. So empaths are basically, let's just break it down a little bit, right? Empaths are feelers and healers. They're star seeds. They're people who have come into this planet so that we can actually break the crystalline mold of the human just being a 3D experience of body. Because we're not, we're mind, body, and spirit. We're three-dimensional, multi-dimensional, I should say, um, having a human experience, a human being hue, the color experience, all the rainbow colors, so that we can experience life through our 3D experience, senses, perception, sight, sound, hearing, feeling, sensing, smelling, tasting, all our senses, right? And then as an empath, we are more in tune or tuned into, tapped into the other senses or the other dimensions. Now, these words are all kind of don't really add up because it's a sensed based experience, a sense experience. Our sixth sense, it's difficult to put words to them, but I'm hoping that you can sense what I'm talking about. So empaths are generally more sensitive. They're more, I've heard, the word highly sensitive person. oversensitive, over emotional. I was told that I was, too much. I was too needy, too demanding as a child. I was too emotionally, charged. My parents basically couldn't deal with my emotional roller coaster rides. I was also too bubbly, like I was too much from that point of view. So that was like both sides of the spectrum, all the hue of the being a human were coming out in me. And so I'm just saying this because I want you to see that you can identify or, see yourself in this light, right? Being an empath also is a gift, because we are the blueprint of the new earth that's coming in, the shift that's happening on this earth. You might be feeling it, you might not be feeling it, you might just be feeling it as a complete chaos, complete darkness. All the dark is coming out to the light side. There is love and light only. Um, I'm not religious in any way, by any means, shape, or form, but I do highly, and I am through my awakening journey, um, through the dark side, through the darkness, through the dark soul of the night of the soul, have come out and realized that this is all happening for and through us, so that the whole, the oneness, the law of one, the unity, the love, light, consciousness, pure consciousness, the universe, the cosmos, can experience itself. So we are all unique perspectives, unique unique perspectives, viewpoints to see and experience the whole universe. It's not even the universe because of multiverse, the cosmos. Okay, so that's been my experience over the last 9 months. It's been a ride, like I said, and I'm really, like I said, want to try and help people, guide people through this experience, because it can be incredibly overwhelming. I thankfully had my guides. I thankfully had my mentors guiding me through this process. It's Otherwise it might have taken more time, but that's time is just an illusion anyway. So I'm, yeah, coming back here trying to relate my experience to you, but so that you can hopefully find a little bit of light in this dark place that you might be in. There's also a lot of solar activity going on right now. It's like the most active it's been in 7 years. I don't know if you know this, like with lots of solar flares and ejections of electromagnetic materials, photons, and it's all to do with the moment of the great cleansing, the great awakening, the great purging on this planet. I don't know if you've been following the news. I don't follow the news, but I do look on other more alternative channels to find out what's going on and to see what's going on. I try and stay out because I get very emotionally affected and physically affected by the chaos that we see. So there is a lot of stuff coming out right now, coming up and into the light. And this has all to do with the great cleansing, the great awakening, the great balancing. It's also, famously, the book called the fourth turning, which is about the ebb and flow of life. So we're in the end of a fourth turning, which is a great time of change, chaos. It can be chaos, of course, in Japanese means opportunity. So we have to, it's really about the way that we perceive it, right? We perceive, if we're seeing it as all bad, all negative, all hate and in polarity, love, hate, love, fear, then we are going to experience it much more like that. Whereas if we can actually rise above it and just see it from a kind of more observer point of view, the pure consciousness that we are, then we can start to just allow those waves to move through us and to experience them in a less roller coaster kind of ride, even though you will, of course, experience the roller coaster ride of the ebbs and flows, the valleys, the mountains. But you get to the point where you see them as a continuum of the whole, right? So when you see a figure 8 on the side, the infinity number, at some point they join. So you may have the polarities of left and right, up and down, bad and good, light and dark, all and in every aspect of your life, but they actually all join at one particular point. It's the still point, it's the dark, it's the part of the oneness, the unity, the light, consciousness, pure consciousness, and it's also the eye of the storm. So when we can start to move into that and figure and realize that we are just spirit beings having a human experience on this and leveling up at this time in the Great Awakening. It's an incredible time to be alive, guys. And I certainly didn't feel this when I didn't feel that way a couple of years ago when I was in the depths of my hole and crisis and, physical crisis, which I think I've told most people on this channel might know about, the physical chronic pain that I had. So this is also another symptom of being an empath, is that you take on other people's energies. And so it's really, really important to learn the tools to soothe your emotions, to soothe your nervous system, to regulate your nervous system, because it's either in fight, flight, freeze, or what's the other one? The parasympathetic, which is the rest, digest, rejuvenate state. It's either love or left, right. It's either fear and escape and survival mode, or in love and unity and rejuvenation state. So those are the two states that we can be in at any one time on that continuum. They're continued. So in the figure 8 sense, there is a continuum, but we can see when you start to see that you're moving through all these experiences like that. It takes it away, the experience. You become the experiencer of that rather than the person or the thing that's experiencing it. Do you see what I mean? Right? So you get a kind of distance, or a go meta, what's called going meta to the experience. And so as an empath, I'm waffling on here, but I'm just keeping it real and raw and real. As an empath, as a highly sensitive being, as a healer and feeler on this planet, we are uniquely positioned and basically the blueprint for the new earth. Like I said, we are the way showers. We are, with our unique experiences, catalyzing those experiences. They may be pain, the deep pain, the physical pain, emotional pain, mental pain, suffering. They could be in your physical body as symptoms, like I talk about a lot in this channel, which is the stress related disorder. Stress because we're actually divided from the whole. We feel like we're separate. We we are living the human body rather than realizing that we are, you know, so much more. We are the mind, body, spirit complex, multi-dimensional being that we are. And also we are the path showers and the pathfinders, and so we can't be feel like we are an anomaly, that we are kind of, like I said, the one that sticks out, has had to hide. You might felt that you've had to hide because of your sensitivities, your oversensitivities. But we are the prototype of the next generation, the next generations, this phase or shift in evolutionary consciousness that's happening right now on this planet, whether you feel it or you don't. And of course, before that, there is the chaos that feels like everything is crumbling, and everything's falling down. So yeah, I'm just wanting to really give you the confidence and hopefully the inspiration that this journey that you're going through right now, and everything you've gone through right now as an empath on this planet, as a sensitive being, has set you up, is, because you may be in the middle of it, is or has set you up for this journey as the, you know, we as the to help raise the collective consciousness and raise the vibration of the collective, which is a momentous task, I know. It sometimes feels to me like a weight, and so I really have to be very careful of my energies. My energy now is my primary and my number one asset, but also I protect it and I keep it safe. It's not safe, I protect it from, because I very easily take on other people's energies, like empaths do. I very easily get affected by the people. I can suddenly come into a room and feel other people's, and then really go out there feeling like drained or weighed down or something. And all this is because I just didn't know that this was all energies at that time in my body, in my system. So and then I would give a lot, so I would not feel that I would be supported. So I'd be giving, and not putting my own mask on, and all of that. Now I've learned how to protect, soothe, release energies that are built inside and that have built up inside of me, other people's energies, other people, past experiences or generational trauma, because this is the other thing. We are the cleaners and healers of our generation. We are here to soothe our nervous system and heal the generational pain. This, as you know, I'm a doctor and a scientist and immunologist. I've studied the mind-body connection very, very deeply. I know the scientific aspects, and all my tools that I use are scientific-based tools, most of them, I should say. I'm now moving more into the energetics, and because everything is energy. Everything is energy. Einstein said everything is energy, and it is. Everything is energy. It's the form, the physical form, the 3D physical form, and then there's a whole other spectrum, which is the non-form, which is actually the formless, or the pure consciousness behind the energy, behind life. Now, this is in our bodies. It's also in everything that you see. It's an atom that everything. The space is much, much bigger. It's 99% space, 99.99999 space, and the rest is form. So the spaceless or no thing is actually much more important than the thing, the form, the body or the table or the camera or the book or whatever it is, right? And most of the time we are actually living in the concept of form. So forcing, if we want something, we try and get it, or manipulate that thing to go and do it and be the, do things, do, rather than the non-form, which is the being behind the doer. So I hope I haven't confused you too much now, but just this is it's our mission as an empath, as a highly sensitive being, as a star seed, or whatever you want to call yourself, whatever you want to identify yourself with. And I'm really I really want to empower empaths to realize their mission, their soul purpose, their passion, to direct them, to help them to get to their soul passion and soul purpose, which in fact is only the first part of the soul. There's the inner purpose and the outer purpose. The inner purpose is to find that center line that's between the eights, the infinity, or the polarities, the good, the bad, but also, and find that center and use that, connect to it, and connect to your the awareness of that, right, first, so that you can start to master your energies, master your your potential, because we all have this inside of us, but we just don't know it. And then heal yourself from this experience, from this beingness, from this infinite state, and then move on to find what your external purpose is, which is why I say from pain to power to purpose, because it's all interconnected. If you are not on your purpose journey, your body will tell you so. If you are not in your highest, moving on the highest timeline to your highest self, that whatever that is for you, again, everybody has their own, but it's a higher self in the sense that you're, your spirit being, you're moving towards what you really are, the mind, body, spirit, multidimensional being that you are, rather than just stuck in this physical meat suit. Let's just say it like that, but it's not, obviously. It's your vehicle, it's your the cup that you experience through, that everything is experienced through. I don't like the word cup because it's not movable, but you know what I mean. Yeah, car or vehicle, right? So we want to try and move into the formless by mastering, and again, mastering is kind of the wrong word, but it's the only word that mastering our energies, mastering first being able to hold that space, secondly be able to move from that space and do from that space. So being first before the doing. I love the song, be do, rather than do, be do. So that's my motto for this year, and has been during this very, again, difficult, trying, temporary time that we're going through, the chaos, because we need to anchor in the feeling, sense, heartfelt state that we experience much more highly, much more deeply, in depth than perhaps others do. And that's why we've been called the anomaly, or the weirdo, or the odd one out, or whatever it is, because they just don't have it. They don't have the same perception. It's not wrong or right, or good or bad, but I'm just saying that we have a mission, however large or small this might be for you, is to contribute to the collective vibration on this planet right now, and help raise your personal vibration, be it cleansing from healing, physical healing, emotional healing, and mental healing, so that we can do the work of the collective, which is the work of spirit, which is to raise the collective to help the whole collective healing of this planet. And I'm really here to help you do that, and also to help the collective by doing that. So we're here to evolve. I really do, but I'm going to leave it at that. We're here to evolve, and this is our sole purpose, is to really move into this new consciousness that's arising on the planet, the formless. It's not new, it's forever, but you know what I mean. There is a stepping up of this consciousness, or shifting of consciousness on this planet that's happening. It happens, it's all happening for us to wake up. This is another thing that I talk about a lot. It's the catalyst, an alchemizing our experience and our emotions as a gift, so we can catalyze to our greatest selves, whole being that which is whole rather than broken parts, which of course is just an illusion, and moving from the mini mind, what I call the mini mind, the ego mind, the fear-based matrix that we live in, and into a kind of more free, you know, internal freedom. And that of course has massive repercussions and rewards in the external world as we move more into our heart, into our chakra, for fourth density, heart-based living, which of course we are meant to do. We are here to do the sense of home, oneness, you know, coming home emerges when we move into that state. And it's really, really about helping the collective consciousness on this planet. So I hope this hasn't just gone straight past you. If it has, you know, I'm going to be doing more content on this, because this is now my really my passion and my mission, together with helping people overcome their chronic symptoms through this journey, right? So understanding that we're just beings, love and light. We might not be feeling that all the time, and that's totally fine, but the journey to get to that state is why we're here, and then to rise and shine, to show others the path as well. So let me know in the comments below if this resonated, if it's something that you feel passionate about too, how you're doing right now during this the solar activities, the great purging, the great cleansing time, the great awakening on this planet, on our planet mother, on our Mother Earth. So let me know how you're feeling in the comments, and I look forward to coming back on here sooner rather than later. If you want to follow me also on my on my Instagram page, I'm going to be doing some lives there. I'll try and connect them to this channel as well, so that I can help you with protecting your learning, teaching you how to protect your energies, the tools that I use daily. Protect your energies, soothe, release, heal, and raise your energy, so that you can get out and get above the pulling down, or the negative, lower vibrational being. Negative being a polarity, right? And the positive and the negative are just polarities. They're not good or bad. So when I say positive or good or bad, it means that it's the polarity. David Hawkins' consciousness, right? The levels of consciousness. So I'll be doing a post on those to protect heal, soothe, release, and raise your energies. So watch out for those. And if you want to follow me on Instagram, I'm also on holistic freedom. So that's what my really the deepest passion is to create freedom inside and out. So I love you, leave you, and speak to you soon. Lots of love.